Hey guys, welcome to another episode. So after finishing up with Dario, I figured let's go back down to Hell. The XP seems to be best here.
I must be getting close.
And some good stuff could probably drop, so.
I don't have a spell ready.
I have my hotkeys set up, but that actually wasn't too bad. Ah, there we go. I was like, yeah, I thought my damage went up when I fought these guys. Not a lot, but like, I was actually doing damage with my normal hits. That makes sense. Ooh, Shadow Plate. Let's see how it compares. I guess it's not really fair to compare because it's not like the end game plate, from what I can tell. Maybe the archer will come through that lightning wall. Imp brutes don't really move a whole lot, I don't think, so maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't even seem to really be moving. I guess one other thing I'd have to really test out would be how many stat points above what you currently are, or below, will Griswold sell items for, because now that I know that the Q level, or the Apex level that he would drop is, 40 or lower, then I can kind of get a grasp on like what I could buy if I just put in the time. How do I do this? There we go. Ooh, is that a rare? There we go. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'm trying to see what the damage difference is though. 23 to 52. Oh yeah, that's definitely much better than this. So it's probably... yeah, it's pretty much the same as this, except better. Now I kind of forget which one was better. I'm pretty sure that... actually, I don't really know. I'm just gonna replace this one for now. Well, 150 damage, could it beat that? Yeah, it's 400%. Yeah, it's gotta be better. But it's got the accuracy to counter out, the lack of accuracy. And it just has flat damage. So, that gives me a lot better chance to hit. Probably enough to do, like, Warlord of Blood or something, if I need it. I'll try it out for now. If it's just actually garbage, then oh well. But I'm pretty sure that does more damage. Which is kind of surprising because rares haven't really been too kind to me so far. Not to say I didn't find anything, but usually they're for something a little bit more niche, like an XP build or something. Wow, 38 enemies over there. So I'm not actually in a very good spot here because if I move further down, I don't think that I'm gonna go there without finding some enemies. But I'm gonna have to reapply that firewall eventually. If I can. Okay, well I stone curse the other guy, so. There we go. That AI. On the other hand, that AI was really quite impressive. He knocked him out of the way and made all three of his friends be able to hit me. That's one smart dude. Oh, actually, I don't even have to use Fury to get some of this damage off. That's good. Of course, I will use Fury, because more damage is always better. Ring. Ring. How to do the next part? I'll try it like this for now.
Not enough mana.
It's pretty sad when you take less damage with 4 of them around you, as opposed to just letting 3 of them shoot fireballs at you. Alright, quite a bit of goodies should have dropped. That's most of the bosses in the level. guess that works. Surprised the archer hasn't come along this way. Usually at least be trying to get pot shots on me, even if it was missing. Ooh, another ethereal eyes. Very nice. Alright, there's the last boss, so if I want to get technical about it, I should probably swap down to the next level. Oh, is that a spectral elixir? Oh. Oh. Oh, indeed it is. Very fortunate day for us. I'm kind of afraid of stashing too many elixirs. I never did try it yet, but in the Hell one, well, I'm pretty sure it's in this one too. You can't put a spectral elixir in the stash. Well, the one from the Mushroom Quest, that is, and take them out. Now that's to prevent cheating, for good reason, I'd say. But I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you can take these spectral elixirs out. Usually they were so rare, and like when I did find them in multiplayer, people were just like, "Oh my god, a spectral elixir!" So, you know, it makes their day to have a spectral elixir. So it's like, you know, go ahead. So I never really remembered taking one out of my stash, but maybe you can. I'm pretty sure you can. Not like it would, you know, I'd probably save it for my mage, honestly. Just because, you know, I went a long time without really stack grinding on this guy, but maybe on a different character I'm just not going to feel like it, or it's going to be a lot slower. So actually, yeah, I should probably not do it on my mage, because my mage has probably the easiest time out of any character. Whether I do mushroom runs or shrine runs, it's like it's all really fast. But something like a gladiator who doesn't have access to teleport, or if I did have access to teleport, it would be, you know, level 1. So I'd only be able to get maybe like 1 or 2 teleports in. That would probably be the character I'd want to put it on. Also, shrine runs aren't really great for them. Telekinesis costs a lot of mana. There's not a way to leech mana either, so it's not like you can just fight one enemy and get it all back. So, maybe I'll be a little bit more careful about who I give elixirs to. I could even start saving them now, just because this character has a lot easier time. Hiddens are kind of a dud enemy. I don't really want to fight them. They're a lower level enemy, so they're not going to drop higher effics things. Well, level 15's right here. There's also a boss that I'd like to try, so. I don't know if I feel like doing Lazarus. He's probably doable, no doubt. It's just that, I don't know, he takes a fair bit of time, and there's a lot of ranged enemies in that level. Well, what am I saying? Might as well. He still gives items, and it's still kind of a challenge. Well, it's definitely a challenge. I find that pattern a lot with people playing this mod right now is a lot of them will like to play something that they know they can do. So, for instance, one guy's playing multiplayer, and he's, you know, anytime he sees enemies that have, you know, lightning string attacks, like eviscerators, he pretty much resets the game. You know, same with Balrogs. I know some people have done this, or, you know, even me, like, when I'd do multiplayer and I'd find, say, Threshers on, like, level 13, or Ghouls on level, like, 6 to 8, it's just like, you know, you can do them, and it's not like it's impossible, but it's just like it's so much clicking. Honestly, to do the damage you need, it's like I was doing like 50 to 100 damage a holy bolt, and they had like 5,600 health. So it's like, you know, maybe I don't want to get arthritis today. Maybe I'll just fight other enemies that were actually made for the mage to kill. It's not to say you can go forever without doing it, like, you know, I still have to kill them if I'm in multiplayer with other people, so. That's a bad shrine. Oh boy. Backing up one square might be good, but any more than that, I'm gonna have like 7 of them on me, so. This is actually pretty bad. They're just cycling spots. they don't take lightning damage anymore. So I guess I'll have to get used to just fighting them like I'd fight those Venom clans. Nice and slow. Actually, what's this guy? Lightning?
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, so there's 3 enemies somewhere that I can't seem to find.
I can't carry anymore.
HP is more rare, I think, on rings now. It doesn't go up to 100 like before. So I don't think it's going to be much of a stat I can work with. Before you could have like a holy ring of plus 100 life, and it was actually a pretty decent like swap ring to have, but I think you'd be hard pressed to find a decent ring with plus HP on it. That was the most ridiculous. Why would you walk around to fire at me? Oh, another spectral elixir. Man, we are killing it today for luck.
Now where would I put this? I can't carry anymore.
Oh, you'll carry that all right.
I have no room. Now where would I put this?
Yeah, I feel like this character, that's not a bad ring. It's not great, but it's getting there. And it's definitely like a mid-level ring that you'd like to have. But yeah, I can definitely notice that I need to fight deeper down, probably in like the Abyss. The Crypt would probably still be a little too hard, frankly, but I think the Abyss definitely is where I'd shine. There'd still be a lot of beasts and less undead, so I'd have that going for me, but there'd be a lot of ranged enemies, which would probably pulverize me. I guess I'm gonna have to go back. There's no real way of getting around that.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Okay, I'll put one spectral elixir in there. Yeah, elixir of vitality. I like vitality, I don't know. I guess so. I'm gonna deposit a shit ton of these full holy waters. I'll deposit the ring. I don't think my mage will need it, but you never know. Probably don't need that gold. And one of those flails can be deposited, but I'll just have to see which one is weaker again. Alright, let me grab my calculator really quick. 14 plus 34 divided by 2 times 4.92, so 120 damage on average. 120. That's total though. Yeah, okay, I guess the flat damage to undead is better. So, I guess I'll dump that one and try the new one out. And it's only 3 slots, so that does save me some space in my inventory, luckily.
Greetings.
I should have grabbed the Staff of Lazarus while I was at it. It was silly. Did I just triple shot? What the heck? I wanted to try to mimic that, because I swear I just triple shot out of the... Not like that'd be efficient in any way, but it would be kind of funny. Ooh, alloyed buckler. That's pretty high up. That's about as much strength as I'm gonna get. Ooh. Ooh, that's a pretty solid shield, honestly. It's a lot of thorns damage. And it's about middle for DFE and resistance. Could be 60, and it could be, I think, -10 or -12 is what the shields were at. I checked, I think, yesterday because I was curious. Got changed from -8. So, I think I'll hold on to it. As annoying as it is when I get interrupted or I miss with my sword, and both together, it's honestly kind of funner to use your sword. It's annoying because you have to switch and like you could mess up and things go slower sometimes, but on the other hand, it's actually kind of fun to like micromanage, like just move inside and around places that they'll come. And actually right now I haven't done it in a very long time, but I'm sure that I'll get much better at it and it'll feel really fluid. Especially in the crypt where I won't be able to really swap my bow out on the fly. Or I could, but it'd be better just not to. 45 armor class, woof. Probably better I didn't cast that Fury there. Taking a lot of damage. Totally whiffed on that. That was bad. Nail buckler. Oh, that looks like the one that's just below this shield. Oh, it's actually very close in stats. I'm surprised that he put this many in, honestly. I mean, good on him, but like, I am surprised that he did it. It's a lot of work. Ooh, amulet from the chest. Ah, just an MF one. Well. Oh, won the game. Won the fucking game. It's over, guys. Alright, playthrough's done. Off to play mage. Winning the game right now. I found that earlier than I expected, honestly. I'm really happy with that. I guess to be expected, I found just a ring with fastest casting. It didn't have a secondary attribute. But that'll come with time. For right now, I'm just really amped that I found that. Intimidated found it, and it kind of made me, you know, hungry to go and try and find it myself. Very happy to find that. Actually, I'm sort of curious what it's like, even on a character like this who doesn't really specialize in, you know, fast casting. And I should probably use something like Charge Bolt, because, well, Charge Bolt just looks ridiculous when you have a million of them going. See if I can find a decently open area. Oh yeah. That's great. I'm gonna do something just so I can kind of compare what it's like. Fire Blast is... Oh yeah. That's faster than a mage with just fast casting. I mean, with just regular casting. I'm really impressed with that. Well, the double wand assassin could be the new meta, guys, with something like this. Well, honestly, I'd say the biggest drawback with something like the double wand mage or double wand assassin rather is just that you don't have the staff recharge. So unless you have like a staff of mana that has, I don't know, a bountiful staff of mana, maybe you can get up to like 150 charges if you roll absolutely perfectly and you find one. But even then, that's not like it's a good. Well, that's a lot to repair. Pardon my French, but screw that, man. Use a repair on that.
This does not bode well, for it confirms my darkest fears.
But yeah, just not having access to continuous mana, it sort of makes it so that, you know, I did some theory crafting with it, and you could do it sort of. You could kind of get it to go. But like the spell levels and like everything seemed like it would be adequate, but you just wouldn't be able to recharge, and that would break up your gameplay in multiplayer quite a bit. And I really just hate having to go back to town for things like that, so. And I mean, you know, on the other hand, it's like, what do you do? Do you give, like, the assassin, like, the mage's special power? Like, on one hand, you could argue, like, it's not going to help 90% of assassins, so why not give it to them? But at that point, you'd be like, well, why not just give everyone Identify? So, I don't know. But, it's about 50 minutes in, so I'll cut it close here, and then next episode we'll go after Lazarus. Catch you guys next time.